Welcome back to Elite, everybody, and actually the full game of Elite rather than the CQC binge that we've been on recently. And I thought I'd go ahead and go over a topic that lately has been coming up a lot with people, not only in Reddit, but I think a little bit on the forums as well. And that is the credit grind. It has taken a hit as of late with the massive nerfs to res farming that came in, and high res being just laughably named that way, and having to do stupid amounts of work just to find a proper spawn for high res to even be worthwhile. This is getting ridiculous. So what does that leave for us combat pilots in order to sustain ourselves, other than, of course, being forced into the merit grind? Trying to maintain that rank 5 every week so that you can get the 50 mil. And really that only leaves conflict zones for us. So one of the questions, of course, being, how do you find a conflict zone? Well, the short and simple answer is, well, you just have to find a system that's at war with itself and jump right in, go shoot stuff. And, you know, even though it is smaller chunks of money, it is a constant source. You're constantly able to shoot something, jump out whenever you want. So the question of finding it, while it is easy to say, hard to do sometimes. That's where Galnet, that's why we're in Galnet, comes in very handy. And the best part now is that you can do this from anywhere. You can do it when you're in space if you want to. So if you're traveling and happen to be like, well, I need some money, let's go make some, then it becomes very, very easy. Now, there is the Galnet weekly conflict article, the report that tells you the systems that are currently in conflict based on the latest data. And that means that you have a list of at least 10 places that you can check straight off the bat. That keeps you from having to travel around looking at different systems, and kind of gives you a short list of what you can look for. Now, the next step is going to be looking at your Galnet, or not your Galnet, your Galaxy map rather, excuse me, and finding one that's close to you, or at least something that you don't mind traveling towards. Now, right now, we are on the power play view with expansion of Edmund Man, just because, you know, if you can find a place that is also within enemy territory, you can have the merit grind at the same time. You can take a break from CZ grind and jump out, just undermine a few things. And undermining still is the definitive way to merit grind, because while you can maintain your rank the easiest through just buying and delivering the different factional products, it's still the best in order to get to rank 5. Undermining is still the way to do it. Let's go back to Galnet real quick, and we're going to take a look at that list once more, just to get a few of the names in our head. Where did it go? And there's a lot of different reports that you can kind of work with. If you don't find it on this list in particular, there is generally tends to be stuff like this: Frontline Report, The War Against Emperor's Dawn. Now, recently there were CGs, that is community goals, revolving around Mausk, and I think Dashmandi was as well. I can't remember, because I didn't really get involved. I did a little PvP in Mausk, but you can take an immediate look at something like that. So if you have a frontline report that is specifically about war, then let's go ahead and take a look at Mausk real quick and see if that is still going on, if they're still at war. Simple search right here. Did I do it wrong? I think. I think I spelled it wrong. Mausk? No. This is embarrassing. Mausk. There we go. I knew there was a double on one of them. Mausk. Alright, so immediately we have info on exactly what it is. We want to go into the system map, and we're going to be clicking on this. And as you can see here under state, there is no war. No state of war here. So that is gone out of our options, and that's why you want to do some fact checking on top of the Galnet articles, because they might be out of date. You might be a little bit out of luck in that regard. So let's go let's see, that conflict report might also be out of date, unfortunately. So let's take a look around, and let's see. You want to try to take the system name out of their minor faction names. A lot of times they're just named after the system they're from, so that makes your job that much easier. Let's go look at Hananar. Look at Hananar and Chamaluma. Okay, quite the creative names we've got going here, but let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go Chamaluma. It's fun to say, even more fun to try to spell. Alright, take a look at the map, and hit that system map as well. There we go. Take a look at the different places here. State of none. Civil War, here we go. Civil War, Civil War. So we have the extreme potential for some good CZs here. And let's go ahead and see. It's being exploited by ALD. So it looks like it's deep in her space. You're not going to be looking at any merit grinding unless you find some NPCs that are trying to interdict you and be obnoxious. So that is a good indication that the list is working. Now we want to look at the other one. It was Chamaluma and Honanor. Wasn't it Honanor? Honanor. Yet another one that is fun. Alright, let's see if we can select it. There we go. And I can't actually get system data. That is annoying. It is also ALD space. So no problem. Let's go ahead and get a third name off that list real quick, just to make sure it wasn't a fluke that Chamaluma is working out to our advantage. Alright, so there's the frontline report. It was back up here. I think I just missed it. Nope, I did not miss it. Lots and lots to sort through. Okay, so let's take a look. Jingones. Yeah, we'll take a look at Jingones over here on the galaxy map. Jingones. Alright. Maybe that's a little bit closer to us. That would be very much appreciated. I still can't get system information for that either. Wow, and that is a bit of a travel. 132 light years, especially in an FDL that I'm currently in. Ugh, not a good thing that I want to be doing. So it is a little bit of a hunt and peck when it comes to searching, but this is much better than having to fly there, see if there's something there. Kind of like it used to be, because you didn't have Galnet available to you like this before. And all the tools that we're using were a little rougher before. So I'm in LHS 140 right now. There is currently no conflict here. That is unfortunate. So it's kind of hit or miss to see if it is working out. Civil wars involve conflict, minor factions that are at war. There's even more to your list here. We'll look at Napia and Tritea. Go ahead and take a look. And I know this is right now currently a bit of a boring search for you guys to have to watch. So go ahead and switch through. Here we go. Finally, something that I can look at. Alright. What have we got? None. 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 Well, this is unfortunate. Quite a few to search through with this system, though. My goodness. None. None. Okay, so this is yet another system that does not have a civil war to be working on. So no worries there. Alright, what was the other one we needed to look up? Napia and Tritea. Tritea? There we go. Okay. Wow, okay. Quite the long trek. Oh wait, no it's not. Wow, this is actually very, very close. It was just long from the other system that we were at. 44 light years, extremely useful. Please tell me you're at Civil War. And you're not, of course. So it looks like our first system was our best bet. So tell you what, I will do the long trek just for you guys, and we'll confirm our findings and see if we can't get to work grinding that CZ money. And a bit of a note for you. While you may not want to get involved with the power play factions and all the nonsense that entails, I highly suggest doing so because the CZ grind can get even better if you do it with Hudson or ALD, because they do have bonuses that apply to handing in your CZ bonds. So you can get even more money depending on number one, her ranking, or his ranking within the overall power play structure, as well as your personal rating. So if you get up to rating 5, you're going to be making significantly more money. Rating 2 and 3, you're going to be making a little bit more, and you'll have access with rating 3, of course, to the Imperial Hammer for ALD, or of course the Fragmentation Cannon from Hudson. So just some food for thought for you guys, and tell you what, I will see you guys on the other side of this little trip we're about to take. Alright kids, the road trip is over, we've made it, and while we're refueling here on the Star, I'm going to go ahead and check the status of the current system. System status, and there we go, there's the Civil War, and I'm overheating, so let's move away. We're full anyway, so we are at war. Let's see who it is. Purple Energy Dev and the Chomaluma Energy or Empire Party. So you can go back to the reputation and see which particular one you might want to side with. The Empire, well, pretty much, let's see. Empire Party and the Imperial Society are the only Empire aligned ones, so shouldn't be any conflict of interests, pun intended. Now we just need to find the conflict zone, and there it is, high intensity. Now, high intensity is, well, it can be kind of rough for just a single dude, so here's hoping we can survive long enough. And I do highly suggest, let's make sure that there is a station nearby. And it looks like Wilhelm Vision is our port of call. What you want to do is, of course, as always, dock there first, just in case something goes awry. You never want to, you know, plan for dying, but really you kind of do. Plan for the worst, hope for the best, and all that nonsense. Don't let your system down, join up today! Well, that's what we're here to do. So that's about how you do it. That's how you find a conflict zone, and hopefully we'll be making a pretty good bit of money here in the next little while. If I do, might just stick that on the end of the video for you, so you can see how much I've made. Now, do remember that being part of certain factions can increase the gains that you are going to make. So make that choice one way or the other, and throttle down to 75% when you're at about 6 seconds. There we go. Smooth transition. Anyways, hope that helped you folks.
I could calculate your chance of survival, but you won't like it.
Okay, thanks for the input there, Dot Matrix. That was a little unwanted. Don't know why she poked her nose into the conversation. But you know what? I'll go ahead and leave it in there because that was pretty funny and kind of on point with I'm probably about to die. But anyways, hope that helped you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share with your friends if they have any questions about just how you're finding all this money that you're raking in. So, see you guys in the next one. Enjoy, and of course, as always, fly dangerously. Cheers. Alright, everybody, we're back in Wilhelm. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and see. I just did a quick, like 30-minute run. Got, I had 1 million. What is it? I have 1 million, 19,000, and with that extra little boost, that bumps me up to 1.2 million. Not too bad. So you can easily make some pretty decent money, and without too much risk. I actually didn't have too many issues, mainly because I was using my comrades in arms to take the heat for me while I chipped down the bad guys, and worked out fairly well. Let's go ahead. Oh, still says I have it. Could I duplicate? No. Okay. Just checking. Just checking. But actually, I'm going to be moving over about 30 light years because it turns out the CG for Mausk is still active, at least for the next 4 days, as of the 20th right now, and not too many tiers have been taken care of, so I'm going to move over to Mausk because while we checked it before, and it did say that there wasn't any war in particular. Turns out the CG's still on, and there are conflict zones there. So not only can you be earning money from the conflict zone and turning that in, but you'll be earning money towards the CG, which is just going to compound the money you're earning overall. So don't forget to kind of look for those kinds of opportunities. Use your Sherlock detective skills and put the pieces together in whatever situation you end up in, whether it's using that Galnet to your best advantage or keeping an eye out on CGs because they are extremely useful. Except for those hauling commodities things. Ugh, that just makes me cry. But then again, that's why I'm a combat pilot. So anyways, I will see you guys once again in the next one. Feel free to like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that good stuff. And yeah, see ya.
You've got some blood